Now that's timing. Hi, CL. Welcome back. I was just typing in my poll question. Were you just coming online or something? Is that what your comment means? Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I've done a Saturday night before, so I just figured I would come on here and see what's going on because I'm just hanging out at home. Had a busy day. So, yeah, how was your Saturday?
The adventure ends here, boys. Don't fret. The world will know our story. Ours is complete. You two tragically lost your minds. Decided to make your problem.
Hey, Logan.
So,
Welcome back. Try to guess which of the critters scares me the most in the poll. Oh gosh, so much paperwork. If you're able to share, what was the paperwork for? Was it like house stuff, a purchase? One day the train, you never felt like this before. Hi, Shal. Shal. Let's see what you guys have said in the poll. Snakes and tarantulas. Oops, my phone just slipped a little bit, guys. Sorry. I'm currently watching the end of Harry Potter 2, The Chamber of Secrets. Very exciting. Governmental bureaucratic nonsense. Oh no. Gosh, that's the worst. Oh gosh, it's so stressful too because you want to get it right because if it's wrong, I feel like sometimes the government agency can come back and be like, you did this wrong, you need to resubmit, you missed your deadline, blah blah blah. Very stressed. I've found like complicated government paperwork really stresses me out. Hi, Jamie Diaz. Welcome. Thank you, Melvin. Try to guess what my, I would say, yeah, probably like my most feared critter is. I've listed 4 in the poll questions, so, ugh, yuck. I hope you guys are having good Saturdays, or for some of you, it might even be Sunday already. I'm just sitting here watching some Harry Potter, getting into the Halloween spirit. Thank you, CL. I'll pin that at the bottom so people see it. Are you recovered from your big run? Yes. I feel like it wasn't too intensive for me. I've kind of just sustained my long distance running training week to week. So doing a 10-mile run wasn't too big of a lift for me. I think it went really well. It was really fun. But yeah, I feel great. I got a lot of sleep, so I am recovered in that way. CL. Hi, Bookworm. Welcome back. Thought I'd hop on here for at least a little bit and just see what's going on. How was your Saturday? How's your weekend going? I I feel like the answer isn't as simple as we think. Let's see what people have said so far. Bats, snakes, and tarantulas. Okay. Well, I'll let you know. I don't know how long I'll be on live this evening, but I'm thinking maybe I'll close the poll question a little bit earlier because I've waited so long. Oh, I'm glad you're doing okay, Garuda. How is it looking for you? I haven't looked specifically at Miami, what the damage is there, but I'm imagining there's quite a bit of damage. Bookwormer, maybe it is. You'll have to wait and see. Oh, hi, Crystal. I love seeing you in my lives. I have had so far a wonderful weekend. Just today, I went with my mom and my sister, Rachel Gore. I don't know if you know my sister's channel, Crystal, but she has one too. And the three of us got up this morning, got some coffee, and then we just did a bunch of fall driving around the suburbs of Minneapolis and St. Paul. And the fall colors are just like postcard perfect. And there's also so many Halloween decorations out now. People have pumpkins, people have 2-story high life-size skeletons in their front yards. They have headstones, they have tarantula spider decorations and coffins and all kinds of stuff. So we did our very grand fall drive outing today, and it was so perfect. I love fall so much, and it's so fleeting, and I feel like getting out today was just some of the most beautiful foliage, tree, leaf viewing I've ever seen. How about your weekend, Crystal? How's it been? And also, too, in your part of Wisconsin, I always want to say Milwaukee, so correct me if I'm wrong, but in Milwaukee, what are the trees looking like? Have they already turned? The drive was beautiful today, Bookworm. Yes, it was so. I love fall so much. I'm wearing my cozy, like, fall flannel. It was pretty chilly today, but it was just wonderful. Me or you? I'm terrified of snakes. I was struck once in the military and something told me to jump. Oh no! Yikes. Am I a fan of yogurt in the morning? Sorry guys, I'm refocusing my camera. I have never been a yogurt like in the morning person. I eat non-dairy yogurt now. They have it at Whole Foods. I think they have some at Trader Joe's and maybe some other grocery stores in my area. But even pre going vegan, which was when I was 18, I just I wasn't a huge yogurt person. I thought it was a little strange. I mean, I liked Go-Gurt and I liked what's the is it Trix yogurt? The one with the bunny? I would eat those kinds of yogurts that are like green and purple and like not the best for you. But overall, not a huge fan of yogurt. Overall, even specifically in the morning, no, but overall, no as well. Also, I don't recognize your username, Vic G. So welcome if you're new here. That's awesome. I love doing that. I keep meaning to head up to Buffalo one of these days. Ooh, on an uncle farm. Oh my gosh, a raspberry farm. I love. Oh, I had a family friend who had raspberry bushes that my sister and I would pick in the summertime, and it was so good. I think raspberries are my favorite fruit. Hello, Nick. Welcome back. I'm doing great. I've had a very autumny, harvesty weekend so far. Went out for a fall drive and I just loved it. So welcome. How was your weekend so far, Nick? Hi, Back to the Future. Doing well. I'm at the very end of Harry Potter 2. I'm just going through all of the Harry Potter movies. I tend to do this in October because Halloween is something that they celebrate or it's featured in the Harry Potter books, and then I cycle through all the movies again in December because they also celebrate Christmas in the movies and books. So I'm at the part in the Chamber of Secrets where literally right now Fox the Phoenix is attacking the basilisk in the Chamber of Secrets and blinding it so that Harry has a chance of getting out. Open your eyes, look within. Are you satisfied with the life you're living? Hashtag Rasta. The Lost. Hi, The Lost. I love my life. I'm very happy with how my life has gone and where it's going. They're starting to change. We wanted to drive up to Door County. Yep, I've been to Door County, but it wasn't the right time of year. But I've heard just epic things about Door County. Happy Saturday to you too, Freshly Wild. Hope you're doing great. Sorry guys, I keep clicking on the chat and I think it's refocusing my camera. That's why I'm going in and out of focus. Yeah, Crystal, I bet in a week's time it'll be great. Nick loves yogurt. Love it. Love that for you, Nick. I live in Miami. Bunch of spiders in your house. We call them long... Oh yeah, daddy long legs. Yep. Yeah. As a kid, I was always so terrified of daddy long legs, but I remember my mom would say, don't smash them, don't kill them, they're harmless, one, and they're good luck. I don't know if that's like a universal superstition, but I was explicitly told by my mom to not harm daddy long legs because they're actually good luck. I don't know where it comes from. Maybe it was just her saying that to keep me from from stepping on them. Um, yeah, sup Flash. Hi Flash20. Thank you for joining. Hi Cassidy. Welcome back. So love winter also. I love hearing we have a winter storm. No way! I'm so jealous. Wait, Cassidy, you were saying yesterday that you're an Ohio Buckeyes fan. So are you in Ohio or are you in a different part of the US? I'm not remembering. But I'm actually so jealous that you have a winter storm coming. I cannot wait. We had a winter storm like last year, midnight going into Halloween. So from the 30th to the 31st, and my sister and I were up late, and we just watched the snowstorm, and it was so spooky and fun. So I'm hoping for a lot of snow this year. Although I wanted to do that, but Fox is still on his horror movie kick. Okay, what has Fox been watching? And which ones have you liked, Crystal? Thank you. All right. Good evening, Fred. Welcome back. Ooh, we watched The Sentinel. I don't know The Sentinel. I'd have to Google that. I was terrified of Daddy Longlegs and no other spider. Okay. I'm digging the flannel. Thank you. This is like my cozy fall apparel. Also, you guys, like my dream collab, if I could collab with a company or whatever and have like a purchase or a product featured in my content, it would be this company. It's called Soda Clothes. I don't know if you can see it really well, but this is their logo, MN with some canoe paddles like crossed, and then that's the state shape up there, and then I think 32 is like we're the 32nd state that was like incorporated into the union back in the day. So actually my flannel and my shirt, Soda, they're both from the same clothing company, Soda Clothes. I feel like half of my wardrobe, and it's quickly growing to be more than 50%, is Soda Clothes because I'm so passionate about the state of Minnesota. I love living here. I'll never leave. I mean, I'm biased, but I think it's the best state in the U.S. So I love repping the state pride. And often when I'm like traveling through airports and stuff, I'll wear like Minnesota gear of some kind so people can see. It's like, oh, she's from Minnesota. Okay, I missed some comments here. Daddy Longlegs are good at making cobwebs and slightly good at pest control. I didn't know that about Daddy Longlegs, but I feel like that's some like as a kid I would definitely like kill spiders, step on them. Just I was like I didn't like them, and we had them in our house among other bugs like centipedes and ants. And as I've gotten older, I've tried to be more forgiving of just more aggressive critters because I know that they like are good pest control. Like they eat flies, they eat mosquitoes, they're like very good for the environment. So I try to do my best to like catch them and release them, but still it's like, ugh, yuck. Thank you, Fred. That's nice of you to say. It's on Netflix, but it just creepy religious vibes, not for me. I tend to not go for those movies that are like The Nun or The Exorcism even, just kind of like those hyper religion but with like demonic stuff. Like I don't know. They don't really scare me that much. They're just not really my flavor of horror movie, if that makes sense. Nick, my weekend was so hectic. I'm a fashion designer, so I had so much work to do. I literally had to finish 3 wedding gowns in limited time. Wow, Nick. Okay, that sounds like a Project Runway challenge where Tim Gunn is like, designers, you have 5 hours to make a full blown like cocktail outfit and a second look for an evening party. And I'm like, I can't even I don't even like it's wild. So I think it's really cool that you're a fashion designer and also that sounds really, really intense. The fact that you had to do 3 wedding gowns, finish them up, and they're also wedding gowns too. It's not like a casual sweater or a casual pair of pants or a beanie or something. It's literally like the dress that a bride is wearing on her wedding day. So you can't mess those up. Hi, Fractured Gamer. I'm doing great. I don't know if I think I've done Saturday afternoons, but not Saturday evenings. But I had a great day today. Took a nap once I got home, and I was feeling like very fresh. And I tend to in the evening because I'm very much a night owl. So I just hopped on here and I was like, let's just see what's going on a Saturday night. So I'm having a great weekend so far. I hope you're having a good Saturday as well, Fractured Gamer. Hi, Tyson Butler. I remember you. I'm doing well. Can't complain. Just hanging out here, watching Harry Potter, drinking some late night coffee. I normally don't do this, but whatever. I love coffee. So yeah, I'm feeling good. How are you doing, Tyson? Colorado is the best state. That's fair. I've been to Colorado. It's beautiful. Hi, James. Good to have you back. Hit those 3 dots and say hi to the mods. What's up, my mods? Hope you have a good night, and I'm glad you're going more live more lately. Okay, take care, Crystal. Yeah, it's been fun going live, and I love seeing you in the chat too. So I'll see you whenever I go live again. I'm not planning on tomorrow. I kind of like to leave like Sunday as like a kind of a get ready for the week ahead kind of day and just casual. So I'll go live at some point this coming week again. Have a good night, Crystal. Sleep well. I've lived in 5 different states and they all have their pros and cons. Totally. I've lived in Connecticut and I've lived in Maryland, just outside of DC because I was working in DC. So, I mean, that's only what, 3 states, then including Minnesota. But yeah, and I've been to, I should save this as a poll question, but I feel like I've been to a decent chunk of the United States, and I have friends in many different states, and there definitely are pros and cons of different states. But I mean, I'm never gonna change my love of Minnesota and saying like Minnesota is number one. That's my state pride. Show them out some respect. Put some respect. Their name dough. Do I make Chinese food? Yes, I do make Chinese food, Tyson. Gosh, I'm trying to think of what I most recently made that was like a traditionally Chinese dish. I would say, like, if you go to my channel and are just looking through the recipes I've done, I did one a few months ago. It was maybe in the spring, actually. Kung Pao tofu, which is like one of my favorite dishes to order whenever I go to a Chinese restaurant. And so I made it with firm tofu, serrano pepper, or no, some kind of chili pepper. It was very spicy. Peanuts, soy sauce, cornstarch, scallions, ginger, and garlic, I think. And you just kind of stir fry it together in some sesame oil. Yes, that is like my favorite. Basically, any kind of tofu prepared in a Chinese dish or sauce, I absolutely love. And then egg rolls, pot stickers, which can be made vegan. I love those as well. All they need is water. I think daddy long legs are gorgeous. Yeah, I have come around to daddy long legs as an adult, Garuda Legends. I think they're a little like spooky in a way. Just because like you've got that like circular body and then just the really, really long legs, but they are kind of like beautiful too. I completely agree about mixing religious stuff with horror. Not scary, just yeah. Yes, I'm with you there, Crystal. I feel like there's like horror movies where it gives me, I've said this before, but I get such an ick watching it where I'm like, I just don't feel comfortable watching this. It's not even scaring me. Like this isn't gonna be like giving me nightmares or causing me to like look around corners in my home every time I am shutting off a light or something. But I just there's some stuff where I'm like, I just don't it's just kind of icky and I just want to like turn it off. And I would say kind of the hyper religion, like we must exorcise the demons and yeah, no, not a huge fan of those. What up, Doe? Back to the Future. Cassie, I'm an Ohio State fan, and so sad we lost to Oregon. I just was clicking through my Peacock app. That's where I'm watching Harry Potter. But they stream a bunch of sports on this app, and I saw that Ohio State was playing Oregon. And I figured Ohio would win because they're ranked like number two, I saw. So, oh my God, it was 32 to 31. That's a heartbreaker, Cassidy. Oh, I'm so sorry. So thankful for all the fans in Eugene as we had the stadium almost red. I love that. Okay, cool. Nick is saying, my weekend was so hectic. I'm a fashion designer. Yep, the wedding situation, the dresses. Yikes. Hi, Shrigmatius. I remember you. I hate any spider. Tarantulas are no for me. I would say in the poll, which anyone who hasn't voted, try to guess. All of them do scare me to some degree, but there is one that is like definitely the most terrifying to me. Oh gosh. Add me on whatever media, okay? Do you know what Cat's favorite color is? Purple. Love it. Thank you for bringing in the jokes, Fractured Gamer. I haven't seen Deadpool. For those of you who don't know, Deadpool is a YouTube user who has been in several of my lives, and Deadpool has incredible jokes, but I haven't seen her, him, them here. So I'm loving the comedic, role that Fractured Gamer has taken on. Cutie on the computy. Hi, Danny. You have a jacket. Do you feel cold? What? It's like 70 degrees. I'm reading my thermostat. It was actually kind of cold today. Like we've been dipping down now more into the 60s and the 50s, and that's in Fahrenheit for those of you who aren't US people. So yeah, I was a little bit chilly today. I had to wear this outside when I went and did my fall activities. I don't feel like I need a pot of soup though, but I do love soup, Nick. Hannah about to run that 3:42 in 25. Get it. Boston coming in 26. Oh my gosh, that is the dream. That is the dream, James. I will never stop chasing Boston. I want to qualify for the Boston Marathon so much. And I mean, they really make you work for it. If you're not like a collegiate D1 runner, or if you're not like an Olympian, if you're not like a very like gifted or accomplished runner and you're just like an amateur hobby runner like me, I just do it for my exercise, but I've set this goal for myself. Man, they really make the qualifying times so they feel like borderline like semi-pro times. I'm like, you are saying I have to run at this pace for 26 miles? This is crazy. We'll see. Yeah, but I would love to do Boston in 26 because I would run the qualifying marathon next year in June. I'm already registered for it, so that's 2025. And then I would put my name into the application pool to then run in 26 for Boston. Yes, I'll pin the rules. CL Hinton. Fractured Gamer, sounds like you've lived in Illinois, North Carolina, Georgia, Missouri, and Arkansas. Love it. 3 favorite states: Florida, Texas, and Montana. I really like Tennessee. Yes. I think I've only been to Tennessee of those states you listed, Garuda. I don't remember if I've been to Montana. I don't think I made it out there. Thank you so much, CL. I've pinned that comment. All right. Do you know about the new tomato that's purple that just dropped last year? No. What is the best Chinese non-tofu? Good question. Usually like a stir fry. I'll usually get like just a bunch of veggies. It sounds kind of boring, but Yeah, I feel like as far as protein options, other than tofu, I don't think they use any other kind of protein sources unless I'm missing something. But usually it's just like a veggie stir fry with like little baby corns, carrots, broccoli, ginger, garlic, peppers. Yeah. So just like a veggie stir fry. What's for dinner? So I was eating, gosh, let me think. I made some tofu scramble. So I was on live yesterday and I did some food prep and I was chopping up some soft tofu. So I scrambled that and made a little curry, like tofu scramble. I had part of a baked potato, also prepped those yesterday in my live. And then gosh, what else? I've got kind of like water over here. Oh, I had a salad as well. I had Chipotle for lunch today, so I feel like I've really been eating like hearty, filling food today. I don't know about you, but I love Sundays to recover the week of work. Yeah, yeah. Ordering out is my comfort for the day. Yes, I love Sundays to just kind of like regroup. There's a saying I love, which is the week is won before it's begun. And I try to take time on Sundays, just like see what's going on for the next Monday through Sunday. Big, like any deadlines for work. What's my exercise routine look like? What foods do I want to, like, what dishes do I want to cook if I didn't have time to meal prep everything? Who am I seeing? Like, which of my friends am I hanging out with? Just try to, like, I try to like wrap my head around kind of the gist of my plans for the week ahead so that it's not just kind of like wake up and then face whatever's coming day to day. I love Sundays for that. Do you know what lullaby cats like best? Three blind mice. I love a lot of meat and any non tofu at all. I really like, sorry guys, I really like daddy long legs now. They're very sweet and they eat bad bugs. I know. Hi Nick. Hello again. Hi, what did you eat for dinner? Jalen, since you were at my live yesterday, I ate half of one of the baked potatoes that I prepped yesterday. I made some of that tofu that I was chopping and prepping. I just scrambled it in a skillet with olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and curry and some turmeric. And I had that as like a little scramble, and then I had some salad as well. And then, sorry guys, my eyes super itchy. Um, and then I had like a little saltwater taffy thingy that my mom got me from a general, it's called the general store, but it's like an autumny store that we went to today. How to see the poll again to vote? It should still be down there if you look at the bottom of the chat, Garuda. It might be kind of below like the pinned message if that's down there as well. Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay. Snakes and tarantulas have the most votes. Is Joker 2 as bad as the reviews? I haven't seen Joker 2. I haven't even seen the first Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. I'm not like huge on those movies. Like I like Joker. I loved Heath Ledger's Joker back in the day in I think it's The Dark Knight Rises or something. It's one of those series with Christian Bale. But yeah, I wasn't really feeling like another Joker round. So I can't answer your question, James. Hannah, where's your sister tonight? I don't know what she's up to. Probably just hanging out, relaxing. Maybe she'll hop in here. I think you said you like dad jokes. Yes, I do like dad jokes. I like really any kind of jokes. So go ahead, Garuda. Do you know why fish are so smart? They live in schools. Nice. I've been chasing Boston for 13 years. Good for you, James. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's just kind of the reality of it. There's some people, I've seen these videos on YouTube. I actually work with a girl, a woman who, like, I think she just discovered she was very good at long distance running and had never done it growing up. And she literally trained hard and got Boston on her, like, first attempt. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been trying so hard for so long. So I think just some people get their Boston qualification right away, and for others it can take years to get it. So I'm kind of willing to just accept the fact it could take me several years still to chase and like to actually qualify for Boston. So keep going, James. Thank you, B. I feel like I've got some good feminine energy. Thank you. Make sure you run 10 minutes below your qualifying time. I know. That's what's so tough is like, yeah. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep going whenever I qualify, whether it's next year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whatever. I'll keep trying. I went out for a run today, made it to the end of my driveway. I remembered I was too, well, I mean, there's all kinds of fitness levels and body types. If you watch my most recent video I posted, was it yesterday or the day before? I did a vlog of the 10-mile race that I ran last Sunday, and you see every kind of person running that race. I mean, not in this race, but I've seen marathon runners who have like, they have prosthetic legs, they're visibly like not fit, they're overweight or obese, they're running with a limp, they're running with strollers, like parents strollering their kids through marathons. Actually, this was probably the most incredible thing I ever saw. But when I ran Grandma's Marathon, which is it's not for grandmas, but it's just the name of the marathon. I ran a marathon earlier this year in June, so beginning of summer. I'd never seen this before, but I was running and I saw like this one guy was holding this other guy, they were holding like a rope together. And I was like, what is this? And actually one of the guys had like a little sticker on the back of his shirt that said blind runner. So he was actually being guided with a rope by a different runner who was able to see and kind of guide him through the crowd of people. And I was like, really, anyone can run a marathon. You don't have to have your vision, you don't have to have both of your legs, you can have prosthetics, you don't have to be like the healthy weight for your body or for your height and gender or whatever. Like anyone can run. It's incredible. So you don't have to be any one type of person to be a runner. Fractured gamer. Miso soup is indeed delicious. Looks like you can only pin one thing at a time, so I'm not sure your poll is visible. Oh shoot. 7 likes, people hit them 3 dots. Thank you, James. For me, it's 11:27. Okay, so then it's probably what, 10:37 or 10:30-ish for me. 10:27 in Missouri, says James. I love your laugh. Thank you. Hi, Shadow Plays. Welcome. In India, it's almost 9 a.m. Cool. Gamer is in Arkansas. Gotta get to Arkansas and Missouri. I've not been. You're 10.5 hours ahead, Santosh Yadav. Santosh Yadav says, yeah. I hope you're having a great day so far. Yes, me too. Daddy Longlegs won't eat you in your sleep. The roaches and termites. Ooh, I did not know that. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit sniffly. I live in the Midwest, USA. Yes. Hi, Darren. I am doing great. I'm having a great Saturday night. How is your Sunday going? Sub 3:30. Yep, that's what I would have to get to qualify for Boston. James, realistically, I would need to run like a 3:25, even faster, to be like comfortably thinking, okay, I get to run Boston. So 15 minutes off what I need to qualify with all the entrants. Yep. Oh, that's how it goes. It's competitive these days. I did watch the premiere. Thank you, Fractured Gamer. Awesome. I am not normally at the premieres, like, because I know there's like a chat feature, but maybe I'll start tuning into the premieres to see if anyone is chatting. What does Mario from the video game and movie like to say? Denim, denim, denim. Yes. Daddy longlegs spiders are the most venomous spider in the world. Their fangs are not long enough to penetrate. Let's be thankful for that, because there's plenty of them here in Minnesota, and that would be very stressful. I was making a joke, but no, I have denigrated bone disease. I'm not running anywhere anytime soon. I see. Okay. Sounds like a win with the... Yeah, seriously. Thank goodness Daddy Longlegs don't have massive fangs. Swipe out the channel, then come back. We'll pop back up again. Cool. Okay. We are all human. I love Daddy Longlegs. I want to gain 20 kilograms. I don't know Hindi, Santosh. Folktales, why I used to be so scared of them. We have a nuclear power plant, and I was like, what if they mutate? Oh, they are venomous to humans. Okay. Common Sense, welcome back. I am watching, well, it was Harry Potter 2, The Chamber of Secrets, but I'm watching it in a streaming app, and it literally just rolls you right along to the next Harry Potter movie in the series. So I'm now at the very beginning of Harry Potter 3, which is The Prisoner of Azkaban. It's right at the beginning. It's where like Harry's at the Dursleys' house and this I think it's Uncle Vernon's sister. She ends up like getting inflated into a big balloon person and she just kind of floats away. So that's where I'm at right now with Harry Potter 3. No, I only speak bad English. I'm having some beers watching the Bathurst 1000. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Darren. Please don't hate me. I'm a trucker. Arkansas or Arkansas. I just say Arkansas. Can you write some Hindi? I cannot. Thank you, Saba. You can throw daddy long legs off of a cliff and they will bend their legs the other way and just float down. Yeah, they are very elegant. Yesterday was a festival in India called Dashahara. I will look that up, Santosh. Going to watch this slippery slide on ESPN News. Hannah, enjoying your evening. Peace to all the nods. Thank you. Yes, thanks for joining, James. Have a good night. No, like we all have it in Arkansas. Sam, no, I'm not Nigerian. No, I am East African though, not West African. I am Ethiopian. Chupacabra. I subscribed. Thank you, Isaac. I appreciate it. I don't recognize your username, so if you're new here, welcome. Love having the new people in the chat. But if you're not, you've just been maybe I've just haven't seen you in previous lives. Welcome back. It's Australia's biggest car race. If you type in Bathurst, I don't even know if I'm saying that. I don't know if it's Bathurst or Bathurst 1000. It will come up. Okay, cool. Good night, James. Yes. Do I speak Arabic? No, I don't speak Arabic. I only know like a few phrases here and there. Gamer, I think that's holy. Search on Google Dashahara. I will. My computer isn't available at the moment. I'm new. Yes, I suspected that, but I wasn't sure. So welcome, new user Isaac Rodriguez. I'm gonna see what you guys are voting for. Ooh, it's close between snakes and tarantulas. Not a lot of people think I'm like super terrified of bats. Hi Chris, welcome back. Type in Mount Panorama. Okay. I'm gonna come back to this chat later because I don't have my computer search function open and I don't want to be clicking around on my phone because I've messed up some lives in the past, unfortunately. Sam, yes, I do cook Ethiopian food. If you go to my channel and you search for recipes and you type in like Ethiopian, I think I've done 3 Ethiopian dishes so far on my channel. I've done misirwat, which is spicy red lentils. I've done shirawat, which is chickpea puree that's stirred together with a bunch of spices, and I've done atarkik, which is yellow lentils. So a lot of great, well, a lot, meaning 3. I've done some shorts though on like the injera bread that Ethiopians use to pick up their food with their hands. So there is like a decent amount of Ethiopian food content on my channel because it is my favorite cuisine, you guys. Okay, comments, let's see. Hi, are you human? I am human. I don't know if there's like a perfect way to prove that I am other than just I'm a human. I'm a real person, not AI. Are you going to watch SpaceX's Ooh, oh my gosh, when is that taking place, Fractured Gamer? I would love to watch SpaceX Starship Super Heavy launch. Gosh. It's so futuristic. I personally love it. I just think it's so cool. The privatization of space. Are you okay? I read that. Yummy says El Chupacabra. Apparently 2LL combined sounds like J. I gotta charge up the phone. We'll be back. Sounds good, Darren. I'm Hindu Sanatani. What woman likes rats? Oh gosh. In the morning. Hi, Theobot. Hello. Sunday, 13 a.m. That's a time I have not seen. Did you mean 12 a.m.? Okay, that's what I thought, Chris. Yeah, they are launching a skyscraper into space. I I mean, it's honestly just I'm very much like a futuristic, like just welcome the future with open arms and some caution, but it is like amazing to see what's being built and what's being done by these companies. Like just the fact that they're launching a skyscraper into space is it's like hilarious because it's so impressive and so uh it's so impressive that they can do this. High times. What is the live about? It's really about anything. We've been talking about like what I'm watching, which is Harry Potter 3, marathon running and training, autumn stuff. I went on a fall drive today with my mom and my sister, and we just drove around several suburbs of Minneapolis and St. Paul and looked at the beautiful fall colors that are coming out right now. So lots of different topics. Theobot, can you dance the Ethiopian chest, shoulder, and head and hair waving moves? It's called Eskista. That's the traditional dance of Ethiopia. I cannot do Eskista, but I know exactly what you're talking about, Sam, because I've watched Ethiopian Amharic music videos, and I feel like half of the music videos, it's like a group of dancers on like a grassy hill with a blue sky, and they're in white traditional clothing, and then it's literally they're like lifting their shoulders like this, and they're like moving their head too. I can't do it, but I know what dance you're talking about. 40 stories high. You're kidding me. Gosh, that is crazy. I hope they stream it live on YouTube or somewhere like on a streaming app. Hot dog water says none. Hi, welcome Carmen Martinez. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Tomorrow they're going to attempt to catch the heavy booster with their catch tower. I mean, that just sounds amazing. It sounds like such a feat of engineering and science. So cool. 8 hours and 15 minutes is on the countdown timer. Okay. Hi, Abdul. Welcome back. Good morning to you. I'm not quite in the morning yet. It's not quite Sunday for me, but I hope you're having a good Sunday morning. Is it still morning where you're at? Squatch Stomper, hello. 40 stories is 400 feet tall. Whew, crazy. This is their link. Ever since the last live I watched, I have been craving some muffins. They were lemon. Actually, so the muffins that I made were not lemon. I made lemon muffins earlier. Like, if you look at my 10-mile race vlog, I have like mini muffins that I ate before the race. But for the ones I was showing you over the past few days, it was muffins that just had like apple pieces on them. So they weren't lemon, they were like apple pink lady muffins. Why are Ethiopians don't like to identify by their African heritage? I don't know if that's necessarily true. I mean, my dad is very proudly Ethiopian and he loves his community. So he definitely identifies by his heritage. Abdul, it's 6:45. Whew, wow. First business day in Saudi Arabia is Sunday. Okay, wow. That's super interesting. I didn't know that. I love learning stuff about other countries. So it's like the beginning of your week, Abdul. Like your Mondays, like your start of the work week is on Sunday. How fascinating. Do you believe in Bigfoot? Oh my goodness, what a question. I don't know. I guess I lean no, but I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility that there's like a large, like woolly Chewbacca thing walking around out there. I mean, we had like large creatures like many, many years ago. Um, Abdul, exactly. Okay, very cool. Huh. I would love to go to Saudi Arabia at some point in my life. Favorite animal? I should keep this as a poll question too. I want to answer this so bad, but like, oh shoot, do I have like a notebook? I actually want to like write down some of this stuff because I was kind of like I was stumped as to what poll question I should put in the chat today, but I'm gonna write down. I'm not gonna answer your question, Jalen, because I'm gonna have that as my next poll question. Favorite animal? What a great one. So stay tuned, Jalen. I won't reveal that answer today. Cassidy Johnson, I still love Christmas as I don't want any gifts. I just love helping people in need. Yes, I love, I think like the spirit of giving that time of year is really nice. It's very like heartwarming. B, I'm actually not. I it's kind of cold here in Minnesota. I haven't been running my thermostat at all. So currently it's 70 degrees in my home and outside it actually I want to say we're like once it gets to nighttime it starts to drop into like the 50s and the 40s. So I tend to run really cold, you guys. Like I'm always that person who has ice cold hands and my feet are cold and I'm just like, "Oh my God, just I need to be warm." So I'm not overly hot in this because my home is actually like I wouldn't say it's cold, but it definitely isn't toasty in here. So Jalen is guessing that I like lions. I do like lions. I think they're like so majestic. They're an apex predator, which is like really cool. So I will reveal my favorite animal at some point. Probably the next live. What is more believable, a horse with one horn or a camel horse hybrid? That's a wild question. Probably just the second option sounds like a giraffe. Um, I live in Miami. Okay, I didn't run the heat last night. Nice. My cousins are visiting me, and I don't know how long I'll be on. That's okay, Theobot. I want you to enjoy your time with your cousins. All right, bye, B. Have a good night. Jalen is asking, have you ever seen Animal Fight Night? No, I have not. Sounds kind of stressful. Thank you, Pokemon. Lasad Isoi, stop the cab. It is a giraffe. Okay, I was like, wait, that all is piecing together to sound like a giraffe. Ooh, Leo Ribeiro is from Sao Paulo. Gosh, I've not been to Brazil, but I would love to go one day. Um, Last winter was horrible here in Indiana. Barely any snow and cold. Yeah, we didn't like not even have a winter. Yesterday, last year, it was very ugh, yeah, very unfortunate. I'm hoping, I really am hoping for like a massive, massive winter this year. Like feet and feet of snow, like absolutely buried in snow. I'm wishing for this because I felt so cheated out of a proper winter last year. Uh, Sam, our Ethiopian marriage is expensive. I have no idea. Can't answer that. What happened to your chin? So why can't unicorns have existed? I thought that the first description was like a unicorn too. Abdul, more than welcome, and also my city in Saudi Arabia is an hour away from an island called, oh, Kingdom of Bahrain. Yep, yeah, very cool. Hi, Hannah. You want to shovel snow? I wouldn't mind shoveling snow. I had to do it growing up. Like, I would help my parents sometimes. So, it's just part of the reality of living in a snowy state. I do drink hot cocoa with marshmallows, and there are vegan hot cocos out there, and there are marshmallows that don't have gelatin, aka that are vegan. So, yes, I love hot cocoa with marshmallows, and I grew up with all that stuff as a kid here. Hi, Dusty. Welcome back. Um, got it. I don't know, Sam. I'm sure some do. I mean, I feel like camels are eaten in some parts of the world, but yeah, I can't say for sure yes, but my guess is yes. I'm edging to this. How old are you? Chain with them diamonds. I always like to direct people back to my channel when they ask this question because I do birthday vlogs every year since I started my channel 4 years ago. And I always do a vlog for my birthday, and I recently had one in September. So if you go to my channel, you will very quickly see how old I am because I list it in the title of my birthday vlogs. What did your family normally cook for Christmas? Ooh, so growing up, our special dish on Christmas was beef tenderloin. I don't eat it anymore because I don't eat meat, but let me tell you guys, I looked forward to that beef tenderloin every year because it cut like butter. It was so we just wouldn't have cuts of meat like that all the time. It was very expensive. So that was like our special Christmas dinner meat dish. And then we would have veggies, we would have like biscuits, we'd have some kind of dessert like a cake or brownies. Yeah. So that was like the Christmas traditional meal growing up. And now actually it's funny, we have this tradition of ordering either Chinese food or Indian food on Christmas because those restaurants tend to be open on Christmas. And so, yeah, it's like a fun little goofy, like, I think we've kind of transitioned to like the takeout food on Christmas because it's so much present wrapping, and like we just kind of want to be lazy after like opening gifts and stuff. So yeah, we just were like, yep, we'll get takeout, and the restaurants are always slammed, like those restaurants that we get takeout from, because like everyone knows that there's some of the few restaurants that are open on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Saudi Arabia is an alcoholic dry country, so if you want to enjoy wine or other alcohol, then you either have to sneak out to Saudi Arabia or go to Bahrain. Okay, interesting. I've been to Bahrain. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I don't know a ton about like the Middle East region, so interesting to hear this. I want tons of snow. I love when everything shuts down because of a snowstorm. Me too, Cassidy. I really live for those chaotic winter storm days where everyone's kind of hunkered down and it's like we can't go anywhere. I can think of times where the weather people on the local news were like, you guys, go out and get your groceries now because you are not going to be able to like go outside for the next 2 days once the snow lands and you're buried in your house. So I just love it. I find it so like exciting to kind of be holed in during a snowstorm. Time to listen to Sade music. Nice. Sam, I guess some would. Can't answer for sure. You're back. Hi, Santosh. Welcome back. Never let someone tell you that you are not African or European. Thank you, Garuda Legends. I really like Indian food, Santosh. Yes, it's my second favorite food behind Ethiopian food. You're full black, by the way. Cool. Sorry, I was tied up in another live stream. No worries, Dusty was been made a mod there. I don't know. You people beg for that privilege. It's a lot of work. LOL. Yeah, honestly, like I would say the people who have made moderators, like they've either asked to be a moderator or I asked them like in a comment on a video elsewhere because they, I would see them often on my in my comments. So it's like, oh, I think you'd be a good moderator because they're often on my channel. You ate too much cheese. Oh no. ID Gap, I hope you're okay. Russian women go to Bahrain. We don't go to Bahrain for eating women. It's just about the alcohol in the weekend, but before the World Cup 2034. Oh, okay. I didn't even know the World Cup 2034 was going to be in Saudi Arabia. That's crazy. That's exciting. Russell Hendrick, I dare you to sing. I'm already there by Lone Star. I don't know that song, Russell Hendrick. Sorry to disappoint you. I'm not great with like non-main like pop artists, unfortunately. Category 3 hurricane. Oh shoot. Oh, I hope you're doing okay. Like kind of tiding over. You know, that's rough though. No power and no gas. I hope you're okay. Firebolt AZ. Cassidy, Christmas is so fun. 7 nieces and nephews, and watching them open presents is my holiday. It is very fun. Cassidy, yes. I do enjoy watching people open presents that I've given them. It's very satisfying. Uh, oh, I didn't know that. Back to the Future. I had no clue. Hannah, in which state do you live? I live in Minnesota. So, for those of you who are not familiar with the United States, if this is the United States of America, Minnesota is like top and center. Like, we're right up here, like by Canada. Uh, ooh. This is news to me, Back to the Future. That's exciting, though. It will be important one day. I don't think it will not be veganism. I think it's showing people how morally works. Thank you, Garuda. Pixar or DreamWorks? Ooh, what a question. Oh my goodness. I would say I've probably seen more DreamWorks movies because I feel like DreamWorks isn't always animated. That might be wrong. But I don't really like watching animated movies as an adult. It's not that I dislike them, but I just prefer to watch like real human actors in movie roles as opposed to like animated things with a voice of a person. So, based on that, I would probably pick DreamWorks because I feel like as an adult, if I were to just scroll through all the DreamWorks movies there are, I could probably find a few that I would want to watch. But Pixar, I just don't really go for as an older person slash like not a kid. Lone Star is old school, late 90s, early 2000s country music. Okay. I like country music. I don't, maybe I would recognize, I can recognize like melodies from songs, but I'm terrible at knowing the name of a song and who sang it if it's not like a huge mainstream artist like Justin Bieber, who's that blondie? Sabrina Carpenter, like any of the ones you hear on the radio all the time, I'm fine with, but I think once you move away from mainstream, that's less and less likely I'll know who it is who sang it. Ratatouille or Shrek? Ratatouille. Good question, Jalen. I love the soundtrack of Ratatouille. Trent N, love your style. Great to see someone wholesome contributing to YouTube lives. Thank you, Trent. I love getting feedback like that because honestly, I just try to like show up as I am and like enjoy conversation with people who are on YouTube. So thank you very much for your comment. It's so refreshing to see good people like you and your sister on YouTube. I'm just trying to keep it normal, guys. I love just turning the camera on, seeing what you're up to, sharing my life updates. I find it really fascinating. Okay, read that one. Anime or cartoons? Ooh, another good question. I would probably go with, oh man, those are both so good. Maybe anime. Even though I don't watch a ton of it now, I loved anime as a kid. Their biggest song and my favorite is Amazed. Okay, I'll have to check them out, Dusty, because it's not coming to mind. Oh, here we go. Did you hear what the cat said when it fell off the table? Meow. Honestly, you're looking like a model. Thank you, Bala. Abdul, I wish I can be your friend on Snapchat so I can share with you pics and videos about my country. I actually don't have Snapchat, Abdul. I keep saying this. I am going to start a Instagram. That's Hannah and Health Instagram because a lot of people have been asking in my YouTube lives and maybe in some comments too if I have a Instagram account. And I think it would be great to just kind of cross those two platforms. I've never been like big on Instagram. It's just not my preferred like format and platform. I think I like a lot of video and like text content. And I've never been big on just like photos like by themselves. So I'm also trying to just like branch out and kind of capture people who might like my content but aren't as big on YouTube and are more on the Instagram side of things. Also, sorry guys, I might sound a little bit stuffed up. I'm a little bit sniffly this evening. Wife material, thanks, Garuda. Do you like watching the Vikings as much as your sister? No. I will watch the Vikings. I like watching American football, but Rachie definitely watches way more closely than I do. Yes. I will get the Instagram up and running, Abdul, probably within the next few weeks. I mean, it's not that hard. I feel like I just don't have the greatest phone camera. I mean, video is great for these lives, it's fine, but I'm going to be upgrading to an iPhone. I've kind of postponed it. I was originally going to get the iPhone 16 for my birthday, but now I'm like, my Android, it's working great for my lives. The video feed is great, the photos are great. So I'm actually thinking of doing like a Black Friday steal of an iPhone 16. Hopefully there'll be some like discounts because I love this phone that I currently have and I'm kind of sad to part with it. Do you know what type of music chiropractors like? Hip hop. I've not heard that one. You can remove inappropriate comments, put in timeout up to 24 hours. You can hide the user. Gotcha, gotcha. Hi, big fan. Hi, Yash Gaming. Runny nose for 6 months. Is that you, Gage? Yeah, I kind of wish I had brought. Oh, I do have like a little. I was eating Chipotle earlier today. So I've got some lovely Chipotle napkins that they gave me, which work perfectly because my nose is a little bit ready. Ooh, you guys, it's an hour up now, so, gosh, excuse me. Whew. I'm gonna close the poll in a few seconds. So if you haven't voted, vote quickly now. Thank you for reminding me, Chris, because we're at the hour mark and I want to shut this down. So I'm going to close the poll and see. Okay. All right, end poll. What were the final results? I'll read them out. Tarantulas 38%, snakes 34%, bats 13, and rats 13. You guys did good on this one. It is tarantulas. I am terrified of spiders, like all spiders except for like basically the tiny like speck tiny spiders. Like I think I can just handle bugs that are just small. But once they start growing and their body is bigger and their legs are longer, no, absolutely not. So most of you guessed, well, I guess like the most popular answer was tarantulas. So good job. Yeah, I can't. I would never, ever own a pet tarantula. It's like horrifying that people have tarantulas as pets. What do you like in Indian food? I really like, so I eat vegan, and Indian food is like a dream for a vegan or vegetarian. So I eat aloo gobi, biryanis, and not pakora, what is it? Sambusas, or is it samosas? I think it's samosas. And then is it chapati? There's like these potato kind of like like pancake thingies, and then lentils. I like dal, and I like chana masala. So I like a ton of Indian dishes. I've had so many Indian dishes in my life. Why the cell phone got glasses? Because it lost all its contacts. Great one. I actually wear contacts, guys. I've been kind of thinking about getting LASIK eye surgery. I have friends who have gotten their eyes LASIKed and they absolutely love their LASIK like vision. I don't have any good dad jokes. What do you like in Indian food? Okay, answered that. Tarantula, you guessed right. Good job. Back to the Future. If you keep spamming in the chat comments. Okay, you'd hate living here. Wolf spiders and brown recluse. Yeah, absolutely not. No. Yeah, fractured gamer. As a kid, I remember learning about these bugs in like the Amazon and Australia and tropical areas, tropical countries. And I would just flip through these books and see these monster spiders. And I thought, like, I'm so glad. Because I remember thinking, like, oh my God, do these live here? Like, do they live anywhere close to Minnesota? Canada, like would they ever make their way into my like childhood home? And I was so relieved when I found that there were not massive bugs in our vicinity here. Oh, yeah, horrifying. Black widows, so stressful. You're also Indian. Very cool, Santosh. We have recluse in Pennsylvania. I didn't know that. Chris is saying the tarantula is probably the friendliest of all. People have said that they're actually like they're fine. And like I've watched people like handle their pet tarantulas and they're just like crawling all over, onto their head and I'm like, "Oh my god, it's so big." Like I'm terrified of I'm trying to think of like a tiny thing I can show you. I'm terrified of like a spider that's like this big. Even that size I get pretty like freaked out about. And the fact that a tarantula actually like it like weighs like it's like a hefty spider with fur. No. No. Have you seen Get Smart, the TV show? I have not seen that, no. I've heard of the movie, though, with Steve Carell and Tina Fey. Are tarantulas venomous? I think they are absolutely cute. I've actually found, like, I feel like spider eyes, I think, are kind of cute, like all their little eyes, but I think it's just the legs. The legs are what freak me out. You like paneer tikka masala. Nice. If you can afford to do it, if you can afford it, do it with the LASIK eye surgery. Yeah. I had a coworker years ago, and she and I were just chatting one day, and she said that she was so tired of having to constantly go in for eye checkups and get a prescription for contacts and buy her contacts and buy her contact solution. And one other thing that is kind of annoying about wearing contacts is that there are times where I just want to like crash and go to bed, but or say I've been like at a friend's house and I wanted to like crash on their sofa and just go to sleep, but my contacts were still on my eyes and it's either I sleep with my contacts in and then my eyes are super irritated in the morning, or I have to take them out and just like discard them because I didn't bring my container with the solution. So I would just love the ease again of waking up and having 20/20 vision naturally corrected by LASIK. I hear that it's very worth it, even though it is expensive. So I'm thinking I will do it in the next 1 to 3 years probably. Garuda Legends, it was a dad joke. I'm 38. Try a salad called tabbouleh. Oh yeah, I know tabbouleh. Oh yeah, I love tabbouleh. I've had tabbouleh many times, Abdul. I've never been to India, Santosh. No. I would love to go though. Snakes, bugs, Australia, I'm out. Yes, I don't think I would ever make it long term in Australia because of the bugs. No way. Nope. And I'm a cold climate person anyways. I love snow. I love the cold of the like minus temperatures. 50 eyes. In Texas, we have recluse too. Ooh, yuck. Yuck. That is so terrifying to me. Oh, no. I will take, like, I think in Minnesota we do have, like, scary animals, but it's like moose, elk, bobcats, wolves. Those are kind of the big ones. Even black bears. Black bears are kind of like cowardly, but they will attack you if like they have their cubs around. So I feel like our scary animals are just like these bigger, furry, like woodland kind of creatures, and they're still kind of cute. Like I think moose are cute. I think bobcats are cute. I mean, they will kill you though if you're not careful. So you do have to be careful, but I think it's just something about like the bug. The bug like look is so scary. Trust me, if I wasn't planted where I lived and I could afford to move, I would because, not gonna lie, I live in the woods and I have those spiders in my house. Oh my gosh, fractured gamer. I would not be able to sleep, honestly. Like, whenever the occasional little tiny spider has made its way, into my kitchen or I see one like on my window, I just know that I would be so paranoid going to sleep, knowing that there was a bug in my house. If it could like crawl up my wall and crawl, I would not be able to sleep well if I knew a crazy big bug like that was in my house. No. Oh no, CL Hinton. Oh my gosh, I did not know that recluse bites are necrotizing. What? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's so scary. Wow. Black Widow spider where we have in the Caribbean will go to your face when you're no, oh my gosh. Garuda Legends, that's so terrifying. And I have heard that tarantulas are they're actually like kind of like sweet. Like I think that's why people keep them as pets cuz you're able to handle them and they're not like super aggressive and scary. LASIK prices have come down in the last recent years. Okay. That's good to hear. Thank you, Robert O'Nellian. I remember you actually, Robert. Oh, and I call snakes nope ropes. That's a funny name. I really like that. Nope ropes. I do think that snakes are scary, but I kind of find them like a little bit like mystical and mysterious and sometimes pretty like they are scary. Like the way that they like slither, I've always thought was kind of icky, but I would gladly pick up a snake and handle a snake as opposed to a spider. Like, oh, yeah. It's the legs. It's like the multiple legs. I cannot do. Oof. So why not wear glasses? Most people think you fines, but if you put on glasses, your channel will grow in your opinion. Okay. I mean, the thing is, I really do like my glasses. I have a pair of glasses that I keep on hand just for like end of the day, take off my contacts to give my eyes a break, or if I'm traveling. I kind of if I'm going to be in a plane for a really long time, my eyes tend to dry out and get really irritated. So I like to travel with my glasses on instead. So I don't know. Yeah, I do like wearing glasses and I like the look of glasses. That's kind of my little point of hesitation with LASIK eye surgery. If it's brown, lie down. If it's black, fight back. If it's white, don't matter because that bears. Yeah, I learned that saying with bears. I heard it as brown, lie down, black, fight back, white, good night. Because if it's a white polar bear coming at you, you have no chance of surviving. So it's basically just like goodbye, you're done. If it's white, good night. Yes. Hi, Ernest. I've been saying Ernest, but also I'm like it could be like Ernest Hemingway. So I don't know if I've been saying your name correct. But hello, welcome. I didn't hear the poll results. So the poll results, it was tarantula, and I think snake. People guessed tarantula. It was like 38%. So that was the most common response, and then snakes was a close second. But most, not most, but like the most popular answer was the correct one. It's definitely tarantulas. Actually, I know people think they're gross and they're vermin and they spread disease. I get it. But I actually think that like little rodent creatures are so cute. Oh, so I do think that rats are kind of cute. They're kind of gross though. I do like mice. I think chipmunks are really cute. I think what else is out there? Little gophers. Like I want to say our state, I don't know if our state like animal, no, it's the loon, but the University of Minnesota mascot is the golden gopher and they're just adorable. So like these little kind of like furry rodenty creatures running around I think are so cute. So rats actually, I think it's the size that grosses me out. I remember seeing some rats in New York like scurrying between garbage piles and I was like, that's kind of gross. Like, they were pretty large too, like the size of a small cat. I was like, I don't know if I can handle rats that are that large because they could. I was like, if you're kind of like thinking they could maybe like do some damage to you, that's like pretty large. But I would say I'm not too afraid of rats. I think bats just freak me out because of the flying and also the rabies too. Like, you really don't want to get bit by one. Um, and then they're like kind of scary, but tarantulas are like far and away the scariest of the four I listed in the poll. LOL, hopefully we don't get you nightmares. I do not have nightmares, Jalen. Like, I can watch the craziest, scariest movie. I could watch Chucky, I could watch Halloween, I could watch Freddy Krueger, I could watch anything before bed. Uh, and it like doesn't affect me when I sleep. Like I feel like things just don't really cross over into my dreams. Like at least scary things don't. I have like very pleasant dreams, so nothing really scares me much these days. Oh, that's okay, Ernest. It's a Saturday night. I think, yeah, for you, it's still Saturday night. So you do you. You have fun. Dang, you will hate the fact that most humans eat like 5 spiders in their sleep. I know. I heard that stat, Garuda Legends, and I was like, yuck, that is so gross. Oh my goodness. Oh well. I'm sleeping. I'm a very heavy sleeper, so I don't wake up for like anything. If I'm gonna be eating spiders in my sleep and I don't even know about it, oh well, I'll live, I guess. I've made it this far. You got it right, Freshly Wild. Congrats. I can't stand large spiders. Neither can I. They are so terrifying. Ernest. I think I'm going to start saying Ernest. I was saying Ernest, but I'm going to do Ernest because I was like, Ernest Hemingway. That might be the way he pronounces his name. Feel free to correct me at any point, but I'm just going to go with Ernest for now. Ernest is also arachnophobia as well. Rats creep me out. Yeah, I think they're more I think with rats, it's more I just get grossed out. They don't scare me, but it's kind of like I just know that they carry disease and they're like in garbage and like the sewer system. So I'm like, ugh, like just don't touch them. They've got tons of germs on them. I actually am terrified of ticks, fractured gamer. As far as I know, I've never, ever, ever gotten bitten by a tick. But I've taken 2 classes, one in undergrad, one in graduate school, on Lyme disease. And like, for how tiny ticks are, they can inflict so much damage because of Lyme disease. And people just, they latch onto you and then they transmit I don't know if it's a parasite or it's some kind of thing that they transmit into your system, and then that just wreaks havoc, and you have like swollen joints, sore knees, fatigue. It's just a nightmare. So whenever I get home from being outside, I'm like meticulously, like I actually make a point of like feeling behind my ears, and because they tend to kind of just squirrel themselves away into little crevices and then latch on and bite you. So I try to just check, like I run my fingers through my hair and just try to check for like a little tick bug, because I am like on a mission to not get bitten by a tick because they just, ugh, they're so gross. No glasses, just your face is so nice to look at. Thank you, Firebolt Hazy. 8 spiders, a sleeping snack. So we're all watching Arachnophobia for Halloween this year. I should watch it. I've never seen it, but honestly, visually, even when I Google like spiders on like Google Images, I have a hard time looking at images of spiders on like a high def screen, whether it's on my phone, on my computer, because it's just visually they're so scary to me. And I'm like, it feels like it's gonna come out of the screen and just come at me. So I just don't really like looking at spiders because they're so fearsome to me. Some people train rats in NYC. Oh gosh. Thank you for putting the poll results in there, Fractured Gamer. You missed the poll because that ends my streak. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Legs and slithering. Ugh, yuck. Rodents are cute and friendly and smart too. Yeah, there's something about, yeah, I just find them to be very cute. Like I think there's enough children's books that have mousy characters, like, or just kind of rodent characters. Like if you give a mouse a cookie comes to mind. The Tale of Despero. I think the Nutcracker. There's a Mouse King. What else? I think just growing up, I was like, oh, they're so cute. Like these little, like, little mousy rodenty thing with like the ears, the nose with the whiskers, and then like the tail. So I think growing up with like, also like Three Blind Mice, I'm thinking of like, stories that kids learn, or in Disney movies, like doesn't Cinderella have like some mice that she's friends with? Uh, they've always just been cute to me. Like I think it's like little furry creatures with like cute eyes, and whiskers. I've always found them so sweet. If you haven't hit the like button, thank you, Ernest. Would you consider going live and showing your supporters Christmas Eve and what your family does and the food you have? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like sharing, my like personal kind of like my family stuff. So like I mostly do food on my channel. I like to throw in some fitness, running stuff, but I also like to do just like this is kind of a snapshot of my life just so people can see and so I can see too, years and years from now when I'm way older. I think it'll be fun to look back. So I would definitely, and I featured holidays on my in previous episodes on my channel because I've been on YouTube for 4 years now, Cassidy, and I've done Vlogmas 3 times. And I think every single year I've featured Christmas Day, like opening presents, what I got, I think maybe what we ate too a couple of times. So yeah, I'm happy to do that again this year. I had a pet albino rat. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Named Bonnie. That's precious, Fractured Gamer. I would be so down to have an albino rat. I know a lot of people would not be into it, but I could definitely do that. By the way, this is my lane of dad jokes. I am a comedian. My phobia is tight spaces, cave crawler videos. Yuck. Yeah, I would say I'm not like I don't have a phobia of tight spaces, but I definitely feel the the discomfort of being in really tight spaces where it's like, ooh, this is just a little too snug. And Lyme disease is only one of the dangerous diseases. Oh my god, ticks are such a menace. They're so like for as like harmless as they appear because they're not very fast. They're small, but I feel like they're small but mighty as far as the damage they can inflict on people. Seed ticks are worse than regular ticks. I have a couple shorts of seed ticks. Ew. Ooh, yuck. Hannah will not be live streaming Sunday. Join us again on Monday. Thank you. The thing is, dogs carry more ticks than cats. Dogs can't self clean. Yes, this was terrible, but a previous pet, like a previous dog that we had in my family, uh, I was just playing with him uh just like on the floor like rolling around and he had floppy ears and one of his ears like flopped open and I discovered a tick in his ear and I was just like, oh my god, no. It just like horrified me because I was like, how long has that nasty tick been in my dog's ear? Is he sick with anything? Has he been in discomfort because of this tick? Like I just, they're like little vampires that spread disease. I cannot stand ticks, and I'm so nervous about them too. When Disney lost the rights to Mickey Mouse, they have scary. I saw that Fractured Gamer. Actually, I had a little like ad for it as I was scrolling through my Peacock streaming app and getting to Harry Potter. I actually saw the Mickey Mouse horror movie. I think spiders are cute. They have like 80 eyes. It might be Western society unpleasant to the eyes. Interesting. Yeah, they're very unpleasant to look at for me. Remember the movie Eight-Legged Freaks? I definitely remember Eight-Legged Freaks. Yes. I love spiders so much. I'm also because ticks can cause a person to be allergic to meat. Wow. Crazy. Hi, Theobot. Welcome back. Shiitake mushrooms and rambutan. I don't know rambutan. My cousin will be on. Oh, cool. Love that. Heights don't scare me. Falling down from heights, it's the abrupt stop at the bottom I'm afraid of. Yeah, for sure. Ticks like to grab onto dogs. The dog owner are the reason we have ticks and bed bugs. Oof. My scariest encounter with a spider was with a camel spider running up my leg in Iraq. I screamed like a little girl and jumped 6 feet. I've never seen a camel spider, but knowing that they live in a climate like Iraq, I would guess that they are like dangerous, huge, fast. No, thank you. Nope. You and your sister are so nice. There's no way you guys have boys in your family. Funny, yeah. We just have our dad. He's the one guy. Otherwise, It's me, Rachie, and our mom. So it's three ladies versus one guy. Um, you're vastly too pretty to lie to. Hi, the Hammer. I remember you. Hope you're having a good night or morning. I don't know where you are. It's currently 11:30 p.m. where I'm at here in Minnesota. Garuda, I don't talk about my romantic relationships or like relationship status on here. So that is one of the rules. I think CL Hinton actually pinned them down here. Politics, no religion, no personal info about Hannah. Yep, yep. So I don't answer those questions. No worries, Garuda. It's okay. Freshly Wild, I would go with almond milk over oat milk, but I do like both of them. I just lean more toward almond milk. The Gitterbug. How was your tofu scramble this morning? It was really good. I was happy with how it turned out. And I have so much more tofu to fry up too because I chopped down 3 containers as you saw yesterday. So I fried up some for today, and then I've got plenty for tomorrow and probably some for Monday as well. Chain Witham diamonds. I could have sworn oat milk. I mean, it's a close second. I will drink it happily, but almond milk for sure wins. Hi, Melvin. Ernest. 2 hearts. Nutritional yeast flakes are my favorite ingredient. I do use nutritional yeast, yes. Actually, let me go and grab, I've been using this cashew parmesan vegan cheese that uses nutritional yeast, and I just love it. So I'll let you know what that looks like. So it looks like this. And I've been sprinkling this on all of my food lately, like my baked potatoes, my salads, I forget what else. But yeah, so it's called cashew parm, Italian herb, and then it has organic cashews, nutritional yeast, and then like basil, red chili pepper flakes, like a bunch of seasonings. But I love using this stuff for like just like a cheesy sprinkle, but it does have protein, which I love. Oh shoot, you guys, I killed my light. Dang it. It's been so finicky lately. Give me 1 second, people. See if I can fix this. Where did I put my... I actually just ordered a new ring light from Amazon because this one has been so touchy. So there we go. Okay, so I'm behind on comments. Hi back again, Theo Bots. Is that a jar? Oh, hey, Theo Bot. Gotta go, Hannah. Okay, bye, Back to the Future, if you're still here. Bye. Milk is for children. Do you know what the best place to sit on a submarine is? Diving? On the inside. Nice. Cheat ingredients, perfect woman. It's, oh, you can't, I didn't realize that it's mirrored for you. So, yeah, I mean, if you can read it backward, so this is, it says Farmer Foodie, that's the brand, and then Cashew Parm, Italian herb. Um, yeah, I definitely need almond milk for my cereal because I eat a ton of cereal. It's cashew-based Parmesan. Yep. So it's not actual dairy cheese, but it's like a substitute if you're either lactose intolerant or you just choose not to eat dairy. It's a really nice thing to sprinkle. You could put it on like pasta, kind of like Parmesan cheese. I would love to see you visit Mackinac Island in Michigan sometime. You would love it. Yeah, I've never been to Michigan, if you can believe it. It's right here in the Midwest, but I've never been to Michigan. I can read backwards. Cool. Okay, good. Glad you could read it. Anthony Richardson MVP. Welcome, Anthony. Talking about a lot of different things here. It's like a cheat code for the umami flavor with that kind of hard to describe gross but feel. In high school, I had to read upside down and backwards because I shared the book with my desk mate. Oh gosh, that sounds difficult. Almonds have milk, so you can make milk out of almonds. Thank you, Theobot. Wow, $40 ramen? No, ramen is like supposed to be uh like a really cost-effective meal. Especially chocolate almond milk. Chocolate almond milk is amazing. So, so good. So tonight I watched the end of Harry Potter 2, which is the Chamber of Secrets. And now I'm probably like halfway through Harry Potter 3 because my streaming app is just moving me along through all of the Harry Potter movies. So it's what is it? Prisoner of Azkaban is number 3. Um Let's see. Listen, I'm about to read all the Harry Potter books. Yeah, do it. This is honestly the best time of year to read all of the Harry Potter books. I feel like if you start in like September, October, and then you're just going all the way through December, like it's just I feel like because Harry Potter is so I feel like there's autumn in there and then there's of course like wintry Christmas time in the books. So, yeah, it's just a very fun time of year to read the books. Highly recommend. I downloaded them on your Kindle. Oh, cool. I don't think I have a Kindle. I don't think I've ever had a Kindle. But that sounds absolutely perfect, Bookworm. Since your username is Bookworm, I feel like I should ask, what is your favorite book? Or like your top 3 books? Yes, good job, mods. You're doing great. I was never a huge fan of Harry Potter, but I do respect them. They're entertaining. Yeah. I mean, I grew up with people who did not read Harry Potter for different reasons. Like I was friends with a family and they just like did not want their kids reading about witchcraft of any kind, so they just did not allow their kids to read Harry Potter. And then my best friend from childhood and high school, she was much more into like I would say like more girly girl books and like Gossip Girl is like a show, like those types of books. And so like the sci-fi fantasy wizarding world of Harry Potter never appealed to her. She was just like I was never going to read that genre. So it is interesting though to come across people who don't know Harry Potter references, like they don't know the houses, they don't know the characters, they don't know Lord Voldemort, they don't know the spells, they don't know all of the whole, the Harry Potter lore because you're like, what? Feels like a rite of passage, like for kids born, especially like in the '90s, who just grew up with the books and the movies. Um, Tomorrow I'm ordering Mexican. Yum, Cassidy. That sounds so good. I wasn't planning on eating out this weekend, but today I was so hungry and I was out with my mom and my sister and I was like, you know what? Chipotle sounds so good. I've been daydreaming about it for at least 2 days, and it was just like chef's kiss. It was like tons of guacamole with the mild salsa tomatoes, sofritas, black beans. It just was like everything I wanted, and it was like I was like, this was so worth the $12 to just hop into Chipotle, grab my lovely to go order, and just feast on this amazing Chipotle bowl. So I hope you enjoy your chips and salsa if you order that tomorrow, Cassidy. I have a Harry Potter mug and I love drinking cocoa and reading them or watching the movies. Oh, I love that. Sounds so cozy, bookworm. That's like my whole I love being like indoors, especially on like a cold day or a rainy day when there's not much going on outside and you don't feel terrible for being inside. And I just love like watching a movie or reading a book or, drinking something while you're listening to something. Yeah, it's just that vibe is so cozy and fun. Your look is not important to me. I literally am here because your personality is top notch. It had nothing to do with veganism. You're just so lovable. Thank you, Garuda Legends. You're one of the few vegans that can convert me. I will just say right here, I am not on a mission to convert anyone. Like most of my loved ones, the people in my life who are in my like inner circle, are full blown omnivores. They eat steaks and hot dogs and burgers and chicken and fast food, and I'm like, I don't care. You do you. So it's you do whatever you want, Garuda. Like I'm not gonna tell you what to eat, but I'm laughing that you're saying I'm one of the few vegans that could convert you. I'm embarrassed by kids because I fell asleep when I took them to the movies. Oh, oh no, that's funny. That's happened with me and my mom actually. She's like accidentally snored in movie theaters because she got so tired. What's one thing you're thankful for today? That's a great question, Robert. Ooh, so many things. What should I be thankful for? I would say, oh my gosh. I would say I'm very thankful to live in a place with an autumn season that's as beautiful as it is here in Minnesota. Because just driving around, you're like, wow, I just feel like this is such prime scenic living. It's so beautiful, well kept. So I'm grateful to be able to experience like fall colors here in Minnesota, which is where I live. Um, you can read on the Kindle app on Android. I didn't know that, CL. It was those Twilight books every thrift shop. Yeah, Guy, I tried to read the Twilight books. I made it through the first book, Twilight, and then I gave up at about the halfway point in New Moon. It just was so like mopey and depressing, and I was like, I just cannot continue in this with this series. I wasn't a fan. I'm a sci-fi nerd. Star Wars. I've probably read 75% of the books. Excellent. I don't really have a favorite book. I just like to read. Oh, The Kite Runner. Oh my God, that's such a good book. So heartbreaking in many ways, but also just such a beautiful story. That's a great one. I didn't read it because my elementary school had a really strange librarian lady who recommended it, which made me not want to read it. Ain't that the truth? I feel like it's like too bad when someone recommends you to do something, but because of that person, it actually puts you off of doing that thing or like whatever they're recommending. That's really funny. I know magic. I don't care about Harry Potter. Good movie, but falls from actual magic. Um, do you like The Walking Dead? I love The Walking Dead, Fractured Gamer. Yes, I love that show. I kind of fell off though. It kept going and going and going, and there's so many seasons. I think I fell off shortly after Negan took out Glenn with Lucille, the baseball bat. I was just like, I knew it was coming because I've read the comic book or the graphic novel. So I knew Glenn's fate, but still I just was like, oh, I cannot stand Negan. He's horrible. So I kind of fell off after that. I totally agree. I love the fireplace with a hot cup of tea. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yep. Yep. That whole winter vibe. Oh, the coziness. It's just the best. All right. Oh, okay. Stephen King or Dean Koontz? Ooh, that's a good question. I've read more Stephen King than Dean Koontz, but I read this awesome Dean Koontz book years ago. Can't remember the name of it, but I have to go with Stephen King. Last night, I wasn't trying to be offensive, but I was trying to let you know that if someone wants to read their name, then maybe you get to say something dirty. Um, That's where most people get dropped off. Do you have a particular time when you read for leisure? Or is it earlier in the day where you're super alert? Oh my gosh, Freshly Wild. I am a night person through and through. I kind of joke that like I'm only half alive before 12 o'clock noon because oh, I struggle. I just feel like in the morning I wake up and I'm just like puffy, delirious. Like I sleep well, but it's such a like deep sleep that I come out of it and I'm just like, whoa. I need to kind of like get my bearings and just kind of get like warmed up for the day and it takes me a while. And honestly, like in school, like all of high school and all of college, I would do all of my homework, all of my studying, like after dinner, probably starting at like 8 or 9 p.m. and all the way through 2 or 3 in the morning. So like I do all of my actual work. I mean, I work a day job, so I do work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. But like like YouTube stuff, running, exercising, working out, hanging out with friends, anything that I'm like working on in the side will always take place like after work and then into the early morning hours. Like yeah, I get all of my energy at the end of the day. Like as the day goes on, I get more and more and more awake and more energized. It's like it's literally the morning is when I'm like the least functional because I'm just so kind of like I'm still just kind of like getting woken up. But yeah, I love the night hours. Night owl forever. Um okay. Gonna just wipe my nose really quick, guys. I'm a little behind on the comments. So yeah, Freshly Wild. To get back to your question, I do all of my reading at night. I do everything at night. Dean Koontz for me. Yeah, he's written so many books. So if someone asks you to read their name, say it in your head just to make sure you're okay. I still practice magic. So you can walk away from. I got lucky because I lost my orbital bone. Ooh, ooh. I'm a night owl too. Yeah. I think what's interesting is like I've read a lot about like, successful people who are morning people that get up at, oh my gosh, like 4:30. Like I remember hearing that Michelle Obama gets up at like 4:30 every day and like works out first thing in the morning. And I'm like, that's not for me. But like I've heard morning people talk about how they love the quiet of the morning hours. It's calm, it's peaceful. And I feel the same way about the night hours because after a certain point, like even now, like it's going on midnight here and I feel like outside you can tell it's like quieter. People are maybe like coming in for the night and it's so I love the peacefulness of the night hours. So that's just my preference. TikTok by Dean Koontz. I bet that's the one you read. It wasn't TikTok, no. It was like aliens. Like aliens who were like invisible part of the time. This was back in high school, so it was ages ago. Oh, you know that what other authors I love? James Patterson and Janet Ivanovich. My mom has a lot of Janet Ivanovich books. I don't know about James Patterson so much. I've heard his name. Why do I go to bed wide awake and wake up so tired? It could be that, Cassidy. The Glottis VC. Ah, hell nah. My sister just got me into Janet Ivanovich. I'm more alert in the morning. If I consume carbs, my attention span greatly reduces. Okay. Swinging my face with a baseball bat. Oh my gosh. I love her CL. The audiobooks are so fun. It's quiet at night too. All the early worms went to bed, right? I know it feels like yeah, there's the saying of like the early bird gets the worm, but at the same time I'm like, hey, I'm still working and I know you like the early birds probably I mean they go to bed at like 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and I'm still up for like another 3 to 4 hours. So I'm like, hey, that time counts too. That work counts too. Um, so damn, the night owl stuff sounds bad, but I'm looking at from my perspective, but hearing it from your perspective, sorry guys, my nose is so itchy. Kind of comes and goes. Yeah, I've always been a night person. All of us are night people in my family. Like, for example, on my birthday, my sister and I, we often stay up super, super late. And she and I, on my birthday, we stayed up until like 5 a.m. And it was just like normal. Kind of like, I feel like, yeah, Taylor Swift is a very notable night owl that comes to mind, and she writes about it often in her music. And she has, in her song Antihero, she says in the very beginning, midnights become my afternoons. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I relate so much to those lyrics because I do feel like at midnight I still have several hours of energy left in me. So it's like, oh, it's midnight, but I can easily stay up till 4 a.m., 5 a.m., no problem. My favorite author is Timothy Zahn. He's one of the best Star Wars authors and is one of the most popular. Okay. I'd not heard of Timothy Zahn. They say the early bird gets the worm. I say the second mouse gets the cheese. Oh, I love Terry Pratchett. Discworld is so funny and rereadable. Okay. Learning a lot here. But at the same time, hell nah. Hey, that's fine. Whatever works for you. The Gladys VC. No one is winning awards for waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning willing. I feel like, what I've read, because I do like to read about successful people and their habits and like what are the patterns that they're the things that they all have in common. And so many like business owners, CEOs, entrepreneurs, they get up so early because they're like up answering emails, taking like early client calls, reading newspapers front to back. I want to say like the Apple CEO, I forget his name, but he wakes up at like 3:45 in the morning to basically get like a mega head start on his day. And in my head, I'm like, well, then what time are you going to bed? Is it like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. if you're getting up at, earlier than 4 a.m.? It's just wild to me. So I think at this point in my life, I know what my best hours are, like when I sleep best and when I work best. So yeah, pretty set in stone. Uh, LOL, you are all on Ethiopia time. Yeah, that's what it feels like, Ernest. I almost have to do some form of yoga in the AM. Ooh, okay. Cool. I've tried many times to get my workout knocked out at the very beginning of the day, and I have crashed and burned every time. I've probably done this 4 separate times in my adult life as a 9 to 5 office worker, because what happens is like I would wake up super early and I'd go for a run or I'd do a yoga flow, and then I would, then get ready for the day. I'd clean off, get ready, and then I would show up at my job. I'd sit down at my desk at 9 a.m. and all I wanted to do at that moment was literally like fall asleep because I was tired from my workout. I wanted to just rest and recover. And I remember like those days when I would get to work first thing and I'd be exhausted. I was like, this is so painful because now I have to sit here for 8 hours and work a whole entire day, and I'm starting from the very beginning feeling so tired. So that routine did not ever work for me. My favorite song from Taylor Swift is Bad Blood. Cool. Okay. Be right back. Sounds good. I love Taylor Swift, but my favorite recently is Tate McRae. Yeah, I like Tate McRae as well. I'm the type of person who goes to bed at 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. and still gets up at 6 a.m. How do you function on that little sleep though? Because that's another thing I've learned. Like I could get away with not getting a ton of sleep when I was in high school and even in college, but now I think I need at minimum like 7 hours of sleep, or it is like very, very like I feel like my eyes are just burning all day long if I don't get a minimum of 7 hours of sleep. It's really not fun. So I'm impressed by that, Ernest. That's why I'll never have a multi-million dollar business early. I know, bookworm. I thought this too because I was like, I think it would be cool to like have a business and like run a business. But then I think about like the hours. Sorry, guys. I realize I'm just like wiping my nose constantly on here. But I feel like the big kicker for me with being a business owner would just be those early hours where like I feel like you just can't sleep in late as a business owner because you're like you're so in demand, like you need to know what's going on, you can't be behind. So I don't know if that path would work out with my night owl lifestyle. Uh, yeah, see, Lyndon, that is a good point. If I got paid a ton of money, I think I could suck it up too, and I think it would be very motivating because it's like, okay, my business is bringing in this much, and I have these employees who depend on me, and I need to get the customers the product that they need. So I think the stress and the motivation of it would maybe help me like get up in the morning, but I don't know. Still sounds rough. Are you going to get Streamlabs for your broadcast? I don't know. I think for now, sorry for yawning and like being sniffly. For now, I think I'm just gonna stick with what I've been doing, Fractured Gamer, but maybe I'll get Streamlabs at a later point. No one told me that $3 gazillion was on the table. I'll get up early too. I'll be like Snow White with the chirping birds and singing and everything. Yeah, I mean it is like yes, there's like huge pros that also come with being a CEO or a business owner. So, yeah, I think I might be able to do it too if the conditions were right. I've been conditioned to do it with being in the military so long. Also, naps are a good thing, lol. Yeah, I've become more of a napper as I've gotten older. That's Tim Cook's deal. Oh yeah, Tim. I was gonna say I think Tim Cook is the name of the Apple CEO. Life is a pyramid scheme. Just saying. I don't know if all of life is a pyramid scheme, because you have like your friends and family who love you and just you hang out. So, but some of it I think is like you gotta watch out. You just gotta know what's going on. This is so fun hanging out with you guys on a Saturday night. I tend to be more of a homebody than like a going out kind of person. I feel like working full time Monday through Friday, I would call myself an introvert because I love people. I love going out to events, but I feel like they absolutely drain me and I get my energy from like recovering at home, reading books, watching stuff. So, yeah, I love the weekends of just kind of night in, cook some food, watch a movie. And now, because I am able to, I love being able to go live with all of you and just chat with you. Fractured Gamer, that daily grind, yes. I am all about like working hard for what you want. That daily grind. I just want the gazillion dollars in exchange for an early wake up. Keep the business, I'm not interested. Skipper Skippy, hello. Noon naps are the best. I tend to do my naps kind of in like the mid-afternoon. That's kind of when I will hit like a little lull in my energy. So usually like a 90-minute nap is what I'll do. I'm an introverted extrovert. So yeah, there's that. I think it's possible to be kind of both. Have you ever made breakfast hash with tofu? I feel like tofu would lend itself with that dish well. I made a tofu scramble. It's actually still partially over on my stovetop in my kitchen, but I've never made like a hash before. But I think I could feature that in a recipe episode. Absolutely glass half full. I feel like I am like I would say I'm an optimist. Like I'm optimistic, but I'm also realistic too. Like I can be like, I'm hopeful that this will happen. I think it's possible. Like we could do this. But I also can like assess the situation and be like, yeah, it's likely not going to be like the desired outcome we want. But I feel like I always try to approach things glass half full. Yeah. I feel like it's just like a positive way to live. I don't know. Definitely glass half full. I always expect the worst. That way, when it happens, it is what it is. I would say, like, I try to become, like, I try to understand what all the possible outcomes are, where it's like, and kind of what the likelihood is like, most likely this isn't going to work out, but there is a possibility that it could. So it's just kind of like, do your best and hope that maybe you have the best outcome, but also be like, don't be delusional and be realistic about like, there is a good chance that things won't work out well. So I try to be, it's like I try to be positive and optimistic, but like grounded in reality and not like delusional. Because I think you can be like a very delusional like optimist where it's like, oh my God, it's going to be amazing and it's going to be, and I think like if it's not grounded in facts and like statistics and odds, I think you're just setting yourself up to get burned and to be like super disappointed if you're like hyper optimistic without like any bit of realism. Yeah, yeah. I've found that like because I'm not like pessimistic and I'm maybe a little bit skeptical, but I find, at least for me, I enjoy life just being hopeful and just hoping things go well and aiming in that direction, but just, you know, gotta be real too. You gotta be honest. I'm also an introvert with some extroverted tendencies. It does take a bit of work to get to myself to speak to new people, but being in the military does force me to work through that rather quick. Yeah. I definitely think you can like work on however you're like naturally however you naturally are. Like I think at this point I really enjoy talking to people. I'm not too concerned about talking to strangers. Honestly, like I would say like being on YouTube, you stop caring as much what other people think about you because you're always going to get like trolls and negative comments no matter what you do. So I feel like you can kind of like change a bit as time goes on. So I would say I'm like more extroverted now. And yeah, if anything's changed, it's probably that. I'm a bit more extroverted than I would probably have been in a kind of in a parallel life path. You are a realist, hoping for the best, but no, stuff happens. Yeah. Yes, I would say I'm a very pragmatic person. Very pragmatic. Like, it's like, let's not let, like, emotions, rule the day. Like at the end of the day, you really gotta be just like, okay, what's gonna happen? What are the odds? And even if it's a bad outcome, it's just I feel like I try to not let my emotions sway me too much. Gotta head out, but I'm leaving this for Deadpool, and I hope it makes y'all smile. What's a foot long and slippery? A slipper. What a great way to bow out, CL Hinton. That was great. I hope you have a good evening. Thank you so much for joining and for moderating. It's always great to have you here. And honestly, guys, I'm probably going to head out in the next couple of minutes too because I'm 1 minute away from midnight. It's almost Sunday here. I'm just about at the 2 hour mark here. I started this at 10 p.m. and now it's almost midnight. So I think I am actually going to head out here and just, I'm not too tired, so I'll probably be up a little bit more finishing Harry Potter 3. But yeah, it's been a very fun, chill evening with all of you guys. Have a great night, Hannah, and health. I live in Central Time also. Well, happy midnight and happy Sunday to you, Fractured Gamer. Yeah, I'm going to probably close this down to see if any last minute comments come in. Good night, Freshly Wild. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you, mods. The mods were just crushing tonight, as always. You guys are the best. And it makes the chat like so much easier to read through. Oof, I can think of an early live where I was like, and I am having to, in real time, filter through a lot of troll comments and try not to read them out loud. So, bless you, mods. I appreciate you so much. Have a good night, Jalen. Thank you for joining again. And I think I will be back on Monday. That's the plan. No live tomorrow. Sunday, I'm keeping for myself. So, yes. Take care, everyone. Looks like there's 15 of you still in this live, now 14. So, I'm going to end this live. It's been great hanging out with you. And I hope you're having a great evening slash a good Sunday. Thank you, Fractured Gamer. I appreciate it. Thank you, Freshly Wild. Good night, Ernest. Have a great night as well. Appreciate seeing you here. Yes, thank you. All right. Bye, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you at the next live. Bye.